So here's the tensioner that came out of the RZR. I'm not real sure. My understanding is that they're supposed to have some kind of a check valve in there to prevent them from doing this. This engine was started only about probably an hour and a half ago, and it still seems to be, you know, it's got plenty of kickback in it, so that's why we're replacing it. Here you can see here's the port where it's supposed to get oil pressure to help actuate and drive this thing forward, but right now it feels like all spring. So here we have Alba Racing's automatic timing chain tensioner. Basically we have an adapter. This is going to thread right in place of the old timing chain tensioner. We're using a Yamaha style automatic timing chain tensioner, and as you can see, this comes with this cool little plug in the back. What that is, that's actually holding it back. So if you're dumb like me and you pull it out and all of a sudden it snaps forward, you'll notice that you can't push it back. That's the whole point of this design, right? So I had to do a quick little bit of research. You see you drop a little mini screwdriver back into the slot here in the back end, give it a little twist, and you can pull it back in. I was playing this a little bit. Don't bottom it out, otherwise it may not release. See there, it didn't release. You don't want to suck it up tight or it won't. Leave some slack in it. Leave some slack in it. A little released on me there. There it's tight, backing off at least a quarter of a turn. I'm going to replace this tensioner in there, or this keeper, I mean. And we'll get this figured out. Tight, back a quarter of a turn. I'm going to put this in here. There we go. So now that keeper's in there. So what we're going to do, we'll thread this back in place of the old one. We're going to drop the steel pin in there. Just have it free floating in it. That's going to actuate the actual tensioner that presses on the chain inside the engine. We do have a couple gaskets, so be sure you get the gaskets in the right spot. Follow it up with the timing chain tensioner, gasket, bolts. And when you're all said and done and ready, then you pull this pin, let it snap forward. You might look in there, make sure that it seems like it's traveled forward. It seems pretty free as long as it's loose. And then in the very end, you're going to plug this hole with this crush washer and that bolt. So let's go ahead and go get it installed. Alright. So we've got our adapter, got our gasket. This is the little ring gasket, not the one with the holes in it. Slide it on there. Go ahead and spin this in. I don't have a wrench big enough, so I am using a crescent wrench. I don't really swing it either. Now I've got just a little bit of Polaris PS4 oil that I'm going to go ahead and put on this before I put it in, just to make sure there's a little lube on it. I got it oiled up. Make sure there's no crap in there. Slide that in. So now I'm putting just a little bit of oil on the tensioner itself, just to give it a little something. And one thing you'll notice that there is an up label on there, and my thing's a little bit cockeyed, but I'm going to make sure it's at least on the uphill side of that. Don't forget your gasket. Sorry about the camera down there, I didn't notice that it had died, but what I did is I sucked them bolts up and put just a little bit of torque on them. They're pretty small bolts. It is going into aluminum, so I didn't get too carried away on the threads. There is Loctite. And right now we're ready to go ahead and pull the stopper in the back. I'm hoping to hear a little funk when that cylinder pops forward, but I'm not sure if it will. So let's listen. Oh yeah. Yep, I heard a nice little click and a snap. So I'm pretty sure that thing released. Look in the back end a little bit, make sure I can see that cylinder move forward. Oh yeah, I can see where that thing's definitely moved forward, so I think that's good. And hoses make it awkward. And same with this. A little torque, not going to get too crazy with it. Alright, I think she's in. Now we gotta turn around and put everything back together. Alright, so that's how you install the automatic timing chain tensioner made by Alba Racing on their RZR 1000. Hopefully this will take care of that engine slapping. You guys have probably seen some of my other videos. If not, check the link here. Alba's timing chain tensioner is available for purchase on their website, Amazon, and eBay. Check the description below for links on those. If you buy through my links, you'll help me out so I can make more videos like this, and I would greatly appreciate it. The only thing we have left to do now is go ahead and start it. Well, the time has come. We're going to start this RZR for the first time after about 12 days sitting. As you can see, it's been nice and cold. The machine has not been started yet, so I'll attempt to hold the camera and see if we can hear any knock. Absolutely no knock. That's great. You know, I think the whole engine itself actually runs quieter with this new tensioner. I'm not sure the OEM tensioner was ever doing a half decent job. So anyway, a good install. It's easy to put in, and glad I did it. Thanks for watching.